Yeah.
What did you do?
Nugenix Total T2. That's your new game plan.
Feel stronger, more energized, and unstoppable.
From the #1 selling and #1 doctor-recommended testosterone brand comes Nugenix Total T2. A unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle by texting BEST to 321-321.
Who are you talking to?
You wouldn't believe me.
Oh, by the way, she'll like it too.
You can only try before you buy with this special offer. Get your complimentary bottle now. Text BEST to 321-321. Do it now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Neurozone Brain Supplement, absolutely free.
It's unfiltered.
Don't you stick your fat arm down in that crap.
It's unscripted. It's Unleashed. Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen. Every night on CBS, right after Stephen Colbert.
Stories in our on-demand library, travel updates and flight delays, and landfall cams bringing you every angle of the storm. No one keeps you prepared like the Weather Channel TV app. Start your free trial and be prepared all season.
Severe threat again on Friday, and we're looking at better severe chances for the end of the week. It's not just the damaging winds and the hail, but Torcon values are going back up for our Friday. You can see a very large zone of Torcon values in that 4 to 5 range. You can expect tornado watches to be issued tomorrow from parts of Oklahoma all the way up into Wisconsin. Notice that Torcon of 5. That, again, our best chance zone of seeing not just tornadoes, but the Storm Prediction Center also highlighting these areas outlined in white as spots that have a better chance of seeing intense, the EF3 or stronger tornadoes. So parts of Iowa into the state of Wisconsin and Illinois, you're going to be an area to watch. And one of the reasons why is the wind shear that we've got. That wind shear is a change in wind speed or direction, sometimes both, with height. So we're going to take a look at Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow afternoon. Now, down at the surface, those winds are going to be coming out of the south and east. So that's going to help to draw in moisture. Notice those winds 17 miles per hour. However, we go just a little bit aloft. So now you can see that wind is changing direction. We'll reveal the flag, and you can see not only do we have winds out of a different direction, now more southwesterly, but they're going much faster, 45 miles per hour. Winds, again, southwest. So we go from south-southwest to southwest. So we continue that turning of winds with height, keeping those winds around 35 miles an hour, so a little less, but still up to 41 miles an hour higher up in the atmosphere. So really here throughout the lower levels, going from southeast and then intensifying in speed and changing direction. That promotes the turning of winds with height. That promotes those storms that have rotating updrafts. So many times these are the ones that are able to produce not just tornadoes, but also very large hail, things that we'll be watching for tomorrow in Madison.
Well, storms and heavy rain really pounding Milwaukee last night, quickly causing some streets to flood, even some building entrances to take on some water. We had way too much rain in recent times, and unfortunately, a lot of the storms were training thunderstorms, meaning they're going over the same spots over and over again, much like a train car on a train track, right? And so not deviating from their trajectory creates a ton of rain, right? Milwaukee will be in that 2 to 3 zone for a Torcon tomorrow. Don't think it extremely high risk for tornadoes. That might be a little bit higher as you head back toward Madison or even farther west of there. So what's the timing for us here? Well, we know heavy rain's definitely in our forecast, but as far as the storms go, mid-afternoon, late afternoon in places like Portage and Madison, Watertown, then racing through Milwaukee between about 6 and 7 o'clock in the evening. And we may stick with some showers and storms for a couple of hours after that until the entire system clears us and we're much drier than heading into Saturday. Chicago, your forecast doesn't differ that much from Milwaukee's, just the timing might be a little bit later, but lower risks for, say, tornadoes. Our Torcon is going to be a 2 here in Chicagoland, and a little bit greater as you go west. So that would include a Rockford, a DeKalb, and even back towards, say, Iowa. As far as the timing goes, let's walk through that and show you what you can anticipate. I think actually most of the day tomorrow, you're in pretty good shape in Chicago. About 6 o'clock in the evening, that's when that squall line comes through and hits you in Rockford. What about, excuse me, right in Chicago? It's looking to be between about 9 and 10 o'clock when the worst of that storm line comes in for us, headed over toward Gary. Showers remain in behind. That may stick with us to about midnight or so, maybe even a little bit longer after that, but you clear out then for the weekend. For places farther south, what are we looking at? Torcon goes up a little bit for you in a location like Kansas City. Our Torcon is a 4. Very likely to see some damaging winds and likely to see some large hail being, at least 1 inch in diameter, if not greater than that. Now, that straight line wind event that could play out largely due to upper air support, but also a surging surface cold front here. So winds could be over 75 miles per hour in Kansas City. It could be quite destructive, could take down the large tree branches, maybe even uproot some trees or even take down some power lines. So something to consider here as we work through this event. What's the timing for us in Kansas City? Again, I think a decent part of your morning and early afternoon are fine, but like late afternoon, early evening, here's where we start to get into trouble. And here's where some individual storms may start to form initially, and those would be the ones that have the largest hail, and we have the tornado threat. After that, though, the whole system starts to squall out or become a line of storms. And not that you couldn't see tornadoes within that, you could. They'd likely be shorter-lived, weaker tornadoes, but this is when now that straight-line wind event, those 75-mile-per-hour winds start to take over, and then clearing out later in the evening. By the time you go to bed, you should be in the clear. For St. Louis, we'll have a somewhat similar forecast, only it's a little bit later than what you see there in Kansas City. Here come our storms around 11 o'clock in the evening. It might last till about 3 or 4 in the morning before you again also clear out and heading into your Sunday, a much drier time for you here in St. Louis. So a lot of action for us in the middle of the country. Once again, something we've gotten used to this week.